Hello everybody, so today I am viewing Unfriended Dark Web, the sequel to 2014's Unfriended, a film that had a very mixed audience. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I was alright with it, I didn't think it was amazing. Every single character was very unlikable. It was a film that was overly loud, with the Skype noises being turned up to 1,000,000, and it was too much. It was too much, and full of jump scares, and you wanted all the characters to die. But now, we've got Unfriended Dark Web. The only reason this was made is because the first one made loads of money and they were like, we can do something more with this. So the first film was it was a ghost that was getting into their cameras somehow and doing everything that it was doing. This time around, it's where a guy has a laptop and he has taken it from someone, and there seems to be some messed up stuff on the computer, and we're now going to go into the dark web. So this film was originally called Unfriended Game Night because in the film they are playing Cards Against Humanity on their webcams to each other, so that's Game Night. But then, guessing with the whole dark web in the film, even though they say darknet in the film, guessing that's why they changed it to that. And the thing about this film is when it was originally announced, back when it was just called Unfriended Part 2 at one point, it was meant to be that one of the main characters of the first film was just going to be having to try and get over the events of the first film, and Jennifer Lawrence was rumoured to be in this at one point, but now we've just got some people that I don't know. Only one of the actresses I recognised was in Get Out. She played Georgina in Get Out. But is Unfriended Dark Web good? No! Unfriended Dark Web is, once again, overly loud, full of jump scares, stuff that you're really expecting, and every single character is completely unlikable. You want every single one of these characters to die. As soon as the film starts, and it's just boring, they do that horrible edit again that they did with the first film, where when one of the characters looks at a different page, like the main character looks at a different page, the Skype conversation goes lower in volume, which isn't a thing that happens, but they have to do it for effect in this movie, and it just feels so forced and badly edited. I'm not saying there's terrible editing in this, but it's just, that sound thing shouldn't be happening. It should just be that they still look at the webpage, they can still hear everyone. There are points where the guy is somehow able to go to Facebook Messenger and talk on the video here, but his video is still running in Skype, so he's shouting in this conversation, but in the Skype one, they don't say anything about it. The other thing that bothers me is with the main character, his girlfriend is deaf, and he has made this program where he's going to try and learn sign language from it. The only bit of sign language I learnt from this film was crap. That is crap, and that's the best way to explain Unfriended Dark Web. Because the thing is, when he speaks to his girlfriend, and she's trying to lip read, she can do lip reading quite well, but every single time he's on the webcam, it's just like this. He hides his mouth a lot. I just had to show you that he does that, but he does that a lot, and that's just one thing that bothered me. One of the characters is like, oh, how are people hacking my computer because I'm ghosted? But then you find out later on he has a big YouTube channel. There are ideas, like the dark web stuff is, I've watched a lot of series on the dark web, like Darknet is one of my favourite series that is on Netflix, and I've watched all that sort of stuff, and it's interesting to see about those things, and I was hoping that they would have some interesting ideas in here. With the snuff film stuff idea in here, it doesn't go as far as it could do. It's like tiny bit disturbing, but nothing that's too much to see. If for the basic person that's seen this, with it being rated a 15 as well, the snuff film doesn't go to the highest that it could do. There is one thing in this film that I wasn't expecting, and it was one that I was quite surprised. They go with the idea of the whole swatting thing, where someone says, oh, gets the SWAT team sent to someone's house where they're playing a computer game or something, but you see one of these things coming a mile off. There's one point earlier in the film where it was a fake jump scare. The first fake jump scare you have in the film is this guy has just got these new speakers, and he's like, hey guys, let me show you my new speakers, and then turns some metal up really loud, and it makes you jump because it's just too fucking loud. I really wanted to enjoy Unfriended Dark Web, but with unlikable characters and people just shouting into webcams after a while, it gets very irritating. Like, right in the face of shouting to webcam to the hackers being like, you can't do this, what are you doing? And it's just too much. It's another film again where it's too much. You don't care if any of the characters die. There's nothing behind them to have you go, okay, I don't want this person to die, I want them to survive what's happening. The hacking stuff gets very silly at points. Some of the script is written quite badly. One of the guys finds like this laptop that he's stolen. He finds this person's Facebook page and then searches up on Google who is, and then puts in the person's name. And it's just bad. It's bad. It already. I guess they want to try and make this a franchise because there's a bit at the end where they try and add something to it and try and be like, hey, look what's been happening the whole time, everyone. Look what's been happening. Oh, and it tries to go away from computer screen, and it seems like it thinks that it's really clever with that thing that it does, but it's not. It's a franchise that already feels like it's done. We've had the Ghosts. And we've had the dark web. Where else can you really go from here? What else can you add to make people go like, oh, that's shocking? Like, what else can you do? The first 20 minutes of this film, they try to do character development, but you have to sit through these irritating people that are just egotistical pricks and not very likable people. And they had the British character in to make it all, oh look, he's British, and it just... everything feels too forced. Way too forced. Unfriended Dark Web was... I had hope. When I watched the trailer and I saw all these things of them, like all this snuff film stuff that was going to be in there, and I was like, hey, this could be an interesting idea, this could get creepy, this could put me on edge. But I just wanted it to be over. And with the whole thing of the two endings in cinemas, like I've read all the articles online, and I know there was one people that went to two different cinemas to see the different endings, and someone did see the different ending. And I know there was the one ending where everyone's like, hey, it's a better ending. But I was okay with my ending, because what I wanted to happen, happened. If anyone's seen this film and didn't like the characters, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unfriended Dark Web gets a 1 out of 5 from me. I know this is Steven Susko's first film. I know he only had written things like The Grudge and The Grudge 2 remakes before, and it also was helper on the story of Texas Chainsaw 3D. Don't remind me of Texas Chainsaw 3D. But this is my review on Unfriended Dark Web. I'm going to Fright Fest tonight for the next 5 days, so expect all the Fright Fest videos, because I wasn't able to make them last year because I didn't go to the whole of Fright Fest. But this year, got a new job, so I'm able to go to the whole of Fright Fest, so get excited for those videos. If there's any other horror films you want me to speak about, then let me know in the comments down below. Sorry I keep leaving it a month to make reviews, but I got a job, and I don't have as much time to make this sort of stuff anymore. But thank you to all the new subscribers, people who've still been subscribing, which is surprising. But you're all great, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Then the next day. Then the next day. You get five videos in 5 days. Aren't you lucky? That's all from me. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Just realised I didn't do my thank you very much. Goodbye.